We're live. What's up?
What's up?
Man, oh man.
I've been on here a lot lately.
You've been on here a lot. Here's your phone.
Thanks.
I have been just a disaster with technology yesterday and today. My podcast with Robbie started 10 minutes late yesterday. This morning, I had the wrong camera up, but it's all good. We're here. We've had a great start to Podium Day, of Podium Week. I could not be any happier on this Friday, July 1st. You cried this morning, so that was cool.
I know.
Good cry.
It was a good cry, but it's totally unexpected. Usually I feel like I know when like there's emotional things coming and like I'm like, "Ooh, like I might cry there." Today, totally unexpected. That's never happened to me. I was so caught off guard.
My least favorite feeling in the world is when you can feel your tear ducts turn on.
Oh, it's the knot in the throat for me first.
I hate it.
Giant knot, and then I was like, "Oh, here it comes."
Well, hopefully I get the correct link out to places. I just updated our private page, and then I'll post this on our public page too. Today's a big day, and it's been work in progress for a very long time, like years. And we were all secretive and alluding to everything earlier this week when we were on. But what we're going to do right now is talk about it in complete detail for three reasons. One is the people that can't make it today. I want them to be able to stay in the know and be up to speed with what's going on. Two is for the future. So there's a chance that you're seeing this 2 years down the road and you're learning more detail about what Podium Week means and how it's a part of your rude.
My bad. I didn't know that was a thing.
How dare you?
Sorry.
And how it's a part of your journey here at Veneration. And then 3 is for the people that are coming this afternoon but just want to be up to speed early and ahead of everybody. So why don't I turn it over to you and let you introduce what Podium Week is in complete detail, and then we'll dive way deep.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, welcome to Podium Week. I could not be more excited to be kicking off this new Veneration tradition to shine a very bright light on all of our members who have worked so hard. All of the work that they display inside the gym, outside of the gym. If you're listening to this and you're already a member, your efforts are yielding massive results in your life, and our team wants to celebrate with you on each step of your journey. So, how this is going to work is on the first Friday of each month, our team's going to celebrate Podium Week by awarding all of our members on several different milestones that are accomplished during the previous month at the start of each class session or progress assessment if you're in our growth/nutrition program. So, for each milestone achieved on your journey, you'll be rewarded with a pin to display proudly on your gym bag. For example, as we kick off our Podium Week tradition today, our first round of pins will reward milestones in time training at Veneration, so your tenure here with us. And each year milestone you accomplish moving forward, you'll be presented a pin to add to your gym bag. So today you'll be presented with your last earned pin, meaning that if you've been a member for exactly 3 years and 11 months, today you'll receive your 3-year pin, and then your year 4 pin you'll get during next month's Podium Week.
Garrett Jackson's already counting down the days to his next one. He's like, I gotta figure out my date.
I think it's October.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, I thought so. So
anyway,
I mean, he's
sorry
close.
to interrupt you. But
everyone's like, oh, that's why, like I said today, for all of our members who have been 6-year members, I'm like almost 7. Like, like you didn't just hit that mark. Like you're close to 7. So you'll get that eventually. As we roll this out, though, just for all of you guys who are current members, there's been a lot of moving parts over the rollout on the last couple of weeks. So we're human, and we've probably 100% chance have
Not probably. We definitely did. I messed up.
we already messed up this morning. We've probably messed up your date. So like if you've been here for actually 3 years and not 2 years, sorry, Coach Gab. And um
Embarrassing.
and also like if you are like, hey, I think I should be getting this pen and we haven't listed it out for you, please tell us. We want to reward you for all of your hard work and everything that you deserve.
Bingo. Yeah, I know of one mistake so far, 100% me, and it was my own teammate. I had her year wrong. She was very, she gave me great grace. So, Court, you talked about this first round of pens and that it is rewarding time here at Veneration, tenure, if you will. And while this is not like, it's the opposite of like a one and done thing, right? Next podium week, we will reward tenure.
Yeah. We'll talk about that at the end. I'll let you guys in for a little secret on what's coming next time.
So let's then dig in and elaborate on why we're rewarding tenure, what different like micro milestones in the category of tenure.
There's a couple special ones too that we've rolled out today that we'll talk about too.
That's what made you cry. So
yeah.
why don't you talk about the new tribe member pin?
Sure.
Or sign up pin.
So anyone who walks through the door and comes into classes or starts their journey here with us, you're going to get a new tribe member pin. The hardest part of achieving your goals is choosing to stand up and walk through the doors and commit to making a meaningful life change. Most people wait for motivation and they'll be waiting forever. Success breeds motivation. You must create your own momentum. And then when you sign up, you will have earned your first win, and that's getting started with us. You're sitting in the driver's seat of your health and happiness, and this is the first and most impactful step of the journey.
We say it all the time. The hardest part of this whole thing is not burpees and it's not running. It is
some people might say that.
But harder than that is standing up off of your couch and getting in the car and driving to this new place and saying the words, hey, I need some help.
For sure.
So for those that have done that, congratulations. And that is the new tribe member pin that you get when you sign up, when you get a prescription and begin working with your coach here at Veneration. So the next step in the journey is going to be completing the Veneration Immersion program. So that's your first chunk of training. It's like your first period of training. Some is longer than others, but 5 sessions is where we begin. And it's where you learn the ropes and you learn the language and the movement. We keep you safe, teach you how to be safe for the long run, even though you'll be coached every day from there on out. But laying a solid foundation and a good base. We set you up to feel smart if you do come into classes or just working with your coach privately, to know what's going on again with the language and the why. And so we set you up to feel smart, and then that leads to just being completely and utterly successful. The Veneration Immersion program. So all of our clients, that's like step 2, step 1, new member consultation, step 2, the Veneration Immersion program. And kind of like what Court talked about with signing up, like success becomes a matter of momentum. Once you get the ball rolling, it's much easier to keep it going. Like try it right now. Go out into your driveway or into the parking lot and like try to push your truck. I would put it in neutral first. If it's in park, it's not going to go anywhere, but try to start pushing it. And it's going to be really, really difficult for a while. But if you can get it moving, once it's moving, it's really easy to move and to keep the momentum rolling. Such as fitness, such as nutrition, such as your habits in life. So like a flywheel, when you've completed the immersion program, you've made your first full revolution. So the wind is now at your back. We want to keep that momentum rolling. Let's continue to spin your wheel. So you'll get a pin for completing the Veneration Immersion program. Following that, you're going to hit your first big milestone, which is the Century Club. Talk to me about Century Club.
You want me to talk about it? You were on such a good roll.
Whatever. So the Century Club is your first 100 days here at Veneration. So when you're prescribed an action plan by your coach, it's always going to be in 100-day sprints. Any shorter is not enough time for meaningful change. You're always yawning on this podcast.
It's like nice and cool back here, you
Good
know.
Lord. But anything shorter than 100 days is not enough time to make meaningful change. You have to let your habits form and play out. And anything longer, you tend to lose sight of it. So we work in 100-day journeys. Your Century Club is the completion of your first 100-day journey, which is huge. 100 days of meaningful life change action in a consistent fashion. You've beat the odds at this point. It takes 30 days to build a habit, and it takes 90 days to build a lifestyle. Welcome to the good life once you've reached Century Club. This leads us into one big category of tenure, right?
Mhm.
So your tenure has started through these initial steps. Now we're getting into like multiple months into your first year and the years following. Talk to me about tenure.
So after your first 100 days, you're in it, right? You started this journey, you're on it, and the small wins that you achieve compound on each other. You made the decision to change your habits and to surround yourself with like-minded people when you started at Veneration, and having a community of people that will extend a hand when you get knocked down. They will pull you forward and carry some of the load, and that's invaluable. The best part is when you catch your stride again, and they'll be the first ones to give you a fist bump and celebrate your success. The positive effects from being immersed into this culture intensifies over time, from your friendships within the tribe to the relationships with your coaches, and to the results that you experience. And from there, I mean, the best is yet to come.
I love it. So we're going to reward that on a regular basis. So you're going to get rewarded at the 6th. So after you've reached Century Club, your first 100 days, the next time we will really shine that bright light on your time spent dedicated to this difficult daily action that reaps great benefits. We're gonna shine that light on the 6-month mark, and then at 9 months, and then at the 1-year mark, and then every year after that. We'll come back to that in a little bit. The annual acknowledgement there, but I want to talk about a really special group of people in my heart, and apparently in your heart.
You get to talk
Since
about this one
all
now.
right, I'm save you from this.
This is where I cried, in case anyone was wondering.
So we rolled out a really special podium moment today. That's this is a one-time thing. Like no one else can ever earn this. Courtney and I, as we were just sitting right here, you and I have talked about the concept for a very long time, and like how it would manifest and what we would do. And this was the perfect opportunity to put, again, a really special group of people on a podium. And that's our Founders Club, our OGs. The pin is sick, actually.
It's really cool.
Proud of that. Proud of it. Our founders are defined by those who are with us when we started on Jersey Street, and just like the Spark Notes version, we opened in our brick and mortar. Like, so I was training people out of the garage before I opened Veneration, right? So, but like we hit the ground running with Veneration in 2015, and that was on Jersey Street, so on the other side of Johnstown. And there is a huge group of people that took a leap of faith in me and in Court, to guide them on their health journey, and they're special. So The Founders Club, the OG Pen, that's for our early adopters. Those that trusted their health to our coaching before the masses chose to. Before we had cool rowers and bikes and a fleet of barbells and
Mats on the floor.
Yeah, no mats. It was
Before we had mats on the
concrete
floor.
floors. Everybody 100 burpees for time, go. Blood and bruises because it was on rough concrete. Before we were a beacon of hope, before we were a beacon of health and happiness in our Johnstown community, before anyone knew what would happen when that overhead door rolled up every morning, these people have been hustling, grinding, sweating, laughing, along with
Crying.
us, crying. She's doing it again. Good Lord, woman. Laughing with us since Jersey Street. So thank you to our Founders Club. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for your belief in our vision and this mission that we're on. And thank you for your role in what CrossFit Veneration means and what it is cascaded into and the profound impact on lives that it's had and that it will continue to have for generations to come. And a lot of you founders are seeing that in your own households, which we'll actually get to in a second. But the mission at hand is to revolutionize health in our community for generations to come, not just right now, some good workouts where everybody laughs and has a good time. That's important, but it's for the next generation, plural generations, the generation after that. My job is to make sure that we're around 30 years from now, right? And it's thanks to these people that trusted and believed in us that like we were able to build that solid base and have something to jump from. So shout out to you guys. I did it without tears.
Yeah, good job. You're much better than me.
So on a much less deep note, can I talk about Pukey?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So we have another.
This doesn't count for me because I've never puked. I don't let myself.
So we have another pen that we rolled out today, and this one is really all in good fun. So it's the Pukey pen. Talk about Jersey Street. If you remember, on Jersey Street, there's a big ass clown on the wall. It was Pukey the clown. And hey, fun fact: Pukey holds a stopwatch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When I painted the mural on the wall, like there's a time on the stopwatch. It's my friend time. So it's like my PR friend time. You didn't know that, did you?
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, buddy. 2:23. It was 2:27 on that, and then I beat it. Yeah, Steele has never beat me in France. So come on, son.
Should go to the CrossFit Games.
Pukey. So we've all experienced most of the unpleasant physical rites of passage that come with the intensity of a good CrossFit Veneration workout. It's like we don't publicly like take a lot of pride in some of these things, but like quietly we're like it's a good badge of honor, like battle win. The ripped hands, the scraped shins, even that very surprising that you weren't expecting abmat baboon ass burn that you get right above the tailbone, like monkey butt. But the crown jewel of them all is getting a visit from Pukey. Sometimes things get weird and you have to pay the clown, which brings up a very important nutrition question is, do you have to re-eat all the carbs that you just let go when you met Pukey? So the Pukey pen goes to those that experience their first puke in a CrossFit workout, because sometimes it does happen, although you've never thrown up in a workout, which is actually,
I mean, I've come close, but it's never actually happened.
So hey, here's one a side note on this. There's for sure many of people in the tribe that have experienced their first puke, and like that's not data we track. Like we track the important stuff, like your results. But like if you have puked and you didn't get rewarded,
the pin is cool. You're
it's sweet. You want it. Like so, like Steel,
you've earned it.
Like I miss Steel. I've watched Steel. I've watched
all of you throw up too many times.
So we got to get off this topic because it's like it's like not something that we're really
people are gonna be like, I don't want to come and get this.
Can I just tell you that this is very like not in line with like really how we operate. Like we don't post pictures of people puking and stuff, but sometimes it
No.
happens, dude. Like you push hard. So if you have earned the pukey pen and we have not acknowledged that, tell us
Tell
because you
us.
deserve one. You
Mhm.
deserve one. Okay, Court. Back to a little more like serious and very, very important. Talk to me about the next couple pens actually.
So, the next one that we're rolling out is our power couple pen. Louis Simmons said it best: if you run with the lame, you'll develop a limp. And we applaud you for choosing the path of intentional challenge with your partner. The bedrock in which your relationship is being built upon will withstand the test of time because of your choices and efforts today. Each partner in the relationship must bring 100% of themselves to the table each day. And so congratulations on walking this walk together. This one is super cool to me because, well, first of all, there are so many spouses and partners in this gym. You know, you don't realize how many there are until we're making all these pins, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, this is incredible. So many people are doing this together," and that says so much about them as a couple, and I think that that is incredible.
I don't want to skim over this because it's exactly what you just said. It's that like your your relationship. I guarantee, like I can promise you that your relationship is better because you choose intentionally difficult things together, like hand in hand on a daily basis here. Even if you like, I mean, hey, we can attest to this. There very, very rarely do we get to work out together. Like it's
Mhm.
crazy that we've had this much opportunity to do the podcast a couple times together this
Yeah.
week. It's really, really nice. Like really nice. This is the most I've got to talk to my wife, and like it's not true.
Without someone yelling, "Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad."
Um, but for real though, like even if you aren't able to train side by side with your partner here, most of us, like a lot of us have kids. So most of us, one of us is hitting one class and another one is hitting the other class, or one of us is hitting a class and the other one's working with their coach privately, what have you, right? The point is what that does for your relationship together. And then that leads to the next pin, which
Mhm.
is like even more of the real deal.
Yeah. So you mentioned our mission a little bit earlier, and that's revolutionizing health in our community for generations to come. So this one is all about having the whole family involved in CrossFit Veneration. And the leadership from the front is bringing the mission to life. These parents are bringing their kids, bringing their siblings, and um, you are building the legacy for your family on a foundation of health, happiness, hustle, and hunger. And when health is earned by an individual, a ripple occurs in their household. And when health is earned by a household, a wave affects their community. And when health is earned by a community, a tsunami of change betters the world. And we are on that mission. And I can say 100%, we actually ran out of family member pins to give. Like there were more than we even thought initially. And that is amazing. It's watching our mission come to life. And so that is really exciting.
Someone told me one time um, that I was really smart because I launched a Bring a Buddy Day, um, and that it was a good sales tactic. And they're missing it. That that's the whole thing. That's the whole point. Bring a Buddy Day, so you can reach out to that person that you love and say, "Hey, like, take my hand. I'm gonna show you this thing that has changed my life." And it can have a profound impact on your life. And when you do that, so like let's say, like let's go like Ashley and Joe Briggs, right? Come together as a couple and do this hard thing together. Like when their kids get a little bit older and like so then they earn themselves all in the family pen, like they are changing, like they're building a legacy.
Mm. No, the best feeling is when we're working out and Riot's like, "Oh, I gotta go get my weights," or I gotta work out too. And he's like copying us.
So
That
that,
is the best feeling in the
so that's
world.
that's what this whole thing is, right? So like yeah, Bring a Buddy Day. That's like an opportunity to do that, right?
Mhm.
New member consultation, that's why it exists. I have no desire to just slam people into groups and not learn their anything more than their name, you know?
Mhm.
So this pin is an opportunity for us to back to, like, again, shining a very bright light on 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 what it is that is bringing this mission full circle.
Mhm.
So to the partners that choose hard things together, and then to those that have then cascaded that and it's bled into their family, good on you.
Mhm.
And we're rewarding that.
Yeah. You want to talk about your big project?
Oh yeah, I do, man, because holy crap, it was a big one. So we talked about like tenure, and that's what, like, I was like the big the category of pins that we rolled out this time, this go around. And I wanted to do something more. And so what's really cool about the pins is that you're going to get podiumed, you're going to get acknowledged in front of your peers, like the peers closest to you, which happen to be the people that you do this challenging thing with, right? But I wanted more. I wanted something that would be lasting and right there always. So, like, for example, our OGs. A lot of life change happens in 7 years, right? So a lot of our OGs, our founders club, worked out together at 6 a.m. back in the day. Well, jobs change, like careers change, people have kids. They don't get to work out as often together, but they're still in the tribe. They're still doing their thing, just on a different schedule, right? So it was that inspired the Tribe Wall of Fame, which is the entire south side, the entire south face of our 150-foot long building, dedicated to years 1, 2, 3, and so on, for our members. So when you hit year 1, you've earned your spot on the wall, for public acknowledgement of, like, this lifestyle, this habit that you've created. And then each time your anniversary date ticks over, you will be graduated to the next year on the Wall of Fame. So it's really, really cool.
It looks really cool, and you have to come to the gym to see it.
Super awesome.
It's way awesome.
So
there's another fly in here.
Dang. It's probably the same fly.
How's it alive?
That's all the pins.
Yeah.
Right now. So bring this home.
Let's do it. So in the beginning, we kind of talked about, the pins that we're rolling out today are just the beginning. Next month, in addition to the presentation of the pins that did get introduced today, that are earned over the next 30 days, we'll be introducing new pins to the journey for various skilled movements, and also some accomplishments outside of the box. So stay tuned for updates in the coming weeks. And to all of those who have come today and have earned their pins, congratulations. You earned it. Literally. You can't buy these things. You got to earn them.
Amen. I'm trying to pull up. Well, I'm going to go into what's next now, because this was a big day. We got a couple things. Can you do me a favor and grab my bag right there?
Oh, jeez.
Thank you. Well, before I start, thank you. So here's the deal. Like, here's what it looks like. Here is an example of our pins. So we ran out of all in the family pins. But, like, there's Pukey, and there's the OG pin and the 6-year pin, and then the power couple pins. So yeah, I've earned one more. But we got to get more because we've miscounted. So that's the deal.
A good problem to have.
Yeah, that's the deal. Pin it up, rep it proud. You earned it. And I'm excited to see them accumulate. Damn, it's gonna be cool to see 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, like, on that. That's so cool. And then, and like you said, what's next? We're getting, like, into specific skills.
Mm-hmm.
And as you accomplish them, like, somebody is gonna have, sooner rather than later, just a sick gym bag.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them.
So hey, guys, here's what's up. Today's event is big, and but we got an equally as big thing tomorrow. So we have our summer social. I almost said spring social. We have our summer social tomorrow, Saturday, July 2nd. That's at 9 a.m. Bring the whole family. So the workout is all body weight. We are going to scale it for those that aren't actively practicing in our program. It will be scaled because it is a hero workout. It's challenging, but it's all body weight. So it's safe for the whole family to come in and enjoy our summer social at 9 a.m. And then afterwards, I'll have the grill here. I got to get the grill here. I'll have the grill here. So if you want to bring something to throw on the grill, that's great. If you want to bring a side for the potluck, that's great. Bring a watermelon. It's watermelon day. If you got a knife, like a, is a watermelon knife a thing? A big knife, butcher knife.
I'm not the person to ask.
Bring a knife to cut the watermelon and share it. Pass it around. That's fun. I love this. I love watermelon day. So
it's really great after a hot summer workout.
That's right. And I think if it's anything like today, it's very hot.
Yeah.
So I'm also we're going to have a slip and slide and some water balloons for the kids and just a real good time. I think, oh, hey, speaking of Joe Briggs. Yeah, they're not on vacation or anything, are they?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, show up, son. We're going to spike ball it up. I'm like 20-0, maybe.
I've never played that game still. You guys hog it. Don't let anybody else play.
You can jump in. Winner stays. You can jump in after I whip Joe's ass and some some spike ball. You can warm up on the cornhole boards. So the summer social, that's going to be awesome. I almost said be here or be square. Be there or be square. I don't know. Monday we are closed for Independence Day. So really just take some time to get outside of the gym. Enjoy some time with your family. Enjoy the holiday. If you want to get a sweat in, do some burpees on the 4th of July, and then we're back in action on Tuesday. Friday, July 15th, 7:05 is the Clippers game. If you haven't picked up your tickets yet, get them from the front desk. And that is all of our big upcoming events. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, while we're on here, we've talked a lot about what this thing is and like what can come of it. And so I just want to personally invite anyone out there who is listening and haven't yet taken the step. Like, let's talk. Like, come talk to my team. Tell us what you're looking for in life. Ask for help. We'll give you our best recommendation. And we'll get you on the path to making that change. This is where it happens. And so happiness starts right here. And we'd love to assist you and guide you on that journey. So there'll be a link in the show notes where you can book a time that works for you, your new member consultation. And you can also head over to CrossFitVeneration.com to book that as well. And if you have any questions for us, my team, on anything in the health realm, send that question over to info@CrossFitVeneration.com. And if we're collecting a good amount of questions that we'll start addressing here on the podcast, and I'd love to have you on and have a conversation around that and answer your questions the best that I can live right here. So guys, that's everything. Have a great, safe holiday weekend. Keep your face clear of the fireworks.
Limbs, fingers.
My yard is completely dry and dead, so no sparklers because I'll burn the neighborhood down.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And yeah, hey, in the meantime, stay safe out there. Keep moving, and we'll see you in the box. Bye, everybody.